Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Wednesday episode here of Winning Bets. I'm, of course, Jason Mattis, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. Like always appreciate you guys kicking off a morning with me here. We get to talk some sports. We get to talk some sports betting. We just get to hang back, chill, and enjoy our Wednesday morning together. As every morning when we have together, we always start with making sure we recap the previous day. So let's jump into that. And then afterwards we do that, we've got some NFL bets. We've got some bets for both Thursday and Sunday to go ahead and talk our way through. And then we've also, of course, got some MLB bets for tonight's MLB slate. So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and jump into the recap. It's a beautiful recap today on this Wednesday morning. Nothing went wrong yesterday. Everything went perfect. You can see it right there. Swept the board right there. Nice 4-0. Guys, hit that like button. That's really the only way I know you guys are tailing this stuff. Every now and then you guys will give me a comment, but just the simplest way is just to hit that like button. Let me know you were part of that nice 4-0 sweep yesterday. It all started off with that nerfy yesterday and Tigers and Orioles, and we've kind of talked about it here on the Daily Show whenever we do the recaps each morning. I talked about it a lot on the payoff pitch. Look, you can't let a bad result on a good bet get you off of a good bet. We lost this nerfy 2 days ago. Tigers got to run the first inning. It happens. It was still a good bet. We got a loss. You know what? We went right back to a good bet, even though we got a bad result. But we didn't get that bad result last night. 6 up, 6 down. Or at least that's kind of what I remember. I don't know. I was tracking it on the ESPN Gamecast. I don't remember sweating. I remember sweating a little bit just because it's a nerfy and you're always one pitch away, but I don't really remember sweating at all. So beautiful, beautiful win right there in that Tigers-Orioles game and that nerfy. What about the Cubs on the money line? Nice plus 135 cash right there. Won the game 2-1, was down 1-0 early, tied it, and then got the lead later on. People were asking me on TikTok Live where seemed like I've been hanging out every afternoon. We've just been kind of, BSing and talking about sports. Guys were asking me, Marlins yesterday. No. The Cubs had the hitting advantages that we talked about. Starting pitching. Maybe there was an advantage. I don't know. I thought it was pretty even on the starting pitching, but where you got the advantage if the game was close, where did I say the Cubs were going to pull it out in? With the bullpen. They've got the better bullpen, and they were able to win the game with their bullpen. So love it when the analysis actually comes through and the game kind of plays out like you thought. Love to see that right there. What about the Red Sox money line? Got another good cash right there at minus 115. That one is another one that's a little bit of a head scratcher in terms of why was the price at minus 115. You're getting the hitting advantages massive, and you're getting the bullpen advantages by a pretty good bet. That was another one hanging on TikTok Live. Guys were asking me Reds, and I was trying to get up to the tallest goddamn mountain I could find yesterday and scream Red Sox and put the price aside at minus 115. The hitting and bullpen advantages were absurd. And then you want to add in minus 115? Easy winner right there. And then the Blue Jays went ahead and ended it. Another one, huge offensive advantages, huge bullpen advantages. Maybe the starters was an advantage. I don't know. We kind of talked about how that was generally a wash, but you're giving me 2 out of 3 advantages at a pretty damn good price? Yeah. Sign up for that one every day long. That one was interesting. Every time I check the box score, you're like, okay, well, that's a win. And then you see the Phillies get some more runs. It's like, okay, maybe it's not a win. Maybe I will be sweating this a little bit longer with the people. And then Blue Jays get more runs. You start to feel comfortable. And then what happened in that 8th inning? Hell, the Phillies got it to 14-10, I think it was. So that was a little sweaty going in the 9th inning. But the Blue Jays just kept. I mean, we talked about how they're hot right now for its right-handed pitching. They're still obviously hot after putting up 18 runs. So love to see that right there. So a nice 4-0 day at plus 4.25 units. Bringing that cash right now plus 5.1 units on the week. Bringing that cash right. So again, guys, hit that like button. Let me know you were part of those cashes yesterday. Let me know that you went 4-0 with me. Or hell, even if you went 1-0, maybe you didn't like my justification on the Cubs or the Marlins. The Cubs or the Red Sox. And maybe you just went 1-0 or 2-0. Just hit that like button and let me know. It'll get me fired up. And I'm already fired up. It'll just get me more fired up, I guess I should say. So, all right, guys, good stuff right there. Let's keep that momentum going on in today. I want to talk some NFL with you guys, and let's have a little fun before we jump into some NFL picks. Who knows the status of Justin Herbert? You may know what's going on with Justin Herbert. I'm trying to decide if I'm taking the Chargers on Eliminator this week, and I don't know what you guys are taking and whether you've already lost or you're still alive in the Eliminator contest. Are the Chargers a good play this week? I'm assuming Herbert's going to strap up, and if Herbert straps up and plays, I'm taking the Chargers at home against the Jaguars. So that's where I'm leaning in terms of the eliminator, but just wanted to know maybe there's somebody watching this that's like a secret diehard Chargers fan and he knows some inside information on Herbert that maybe he's not going to play or, not going to be all that good. So let me know. Let me know what you guys got going on right there. Otherwise, it's time to get in those NFL bets. Well, hell, I like the Chargers a lot. Gave this bet out yesterday. Taking the Chargers. And then I'm taking the Chiefs against the Colts. Colts are an absolute mess. Everybody knows that. Will they start performing better? Sure. They're absolutely going to start performing better. They're obviously coming off a performance when they got 0 points, so they can't play any much worse. But that's kind of a tall task to go from playing like dog shit to all of a sudden beating the Kansas City Chiefs. So even though it's a road game, I'll take the Chiefs and I'll parlay them with, again, the Chargers at home against the Jaguars. I like the Chargers coming off, that extra long bit of rest that they had, coming off a Thursday night game. I'm assuming Herbert's going to be healthy, so I made the bet accordingly with Herbert playing. Hopefully that doesn't change. If that changes, I'm obviously not going to be as comfortable as I am. But I think when I looked at the slate yesterday, when I made this bet and I tweeted it, I just was like, man, can I do a 2-legged parlay? Last week we did a 3-legged parlay, but we only did 3 teams because we needed to get the odds, respectable and in our favor. I put together a 2-legged one, and I thought these were the 2 easiest teams. If you're looking for wins on Sunday, who can get a win? I believe the Chiefs can beat the Colts, and I believe the Chargers can beat the Jaguars. So obviously went ahead and bet that accordingly. Let's go ahead and move it over now to Thursday night's NFL player prop. I'm going to go ahead and do Kareem Hunt over 15.5 receiving yards at -110. You guys remember I'm still taking it slow with player props here in the early part of the season. We went 2-2 last week, and I really feel comfortable after 4 weeks of the NFL. Call it a quarter of the season. Obviously, they're playing 17 games now, but call it after a quarter of the season, after 4 weeks, then I'll really feel comfortable betting into the numbers. Just a little bit hesitant right now. We've only had 2 weeks, but this one I absolutely love here with Kareem Hunt. Over 15.5 receiving yards. He's already cashed this in 2 games this season, so hit rate is obviously 100%. The Steelers are allowing the 5th most receiving yards to the running back position. You guys remember from last season, I love this one particular angle of teams that allow the running backs to get a lot of receiving yards. We played it a ton last season. We've already played it a couple times this season. That was one of our cashes last week, was Wilson there of the 49ers to go over his receiving number. I like it here again. The Steelers are allowing the 5th most receiving yards. They're allowing on average 6.5 receptions per game and 58 yards per game to the running back position. Now we know Hunt is back there with Nick Chubb, but obviously Kareem Hunt is more of the pass catching back. But even if they want to split this and each get 3 carries, there's 30 yards to go around for each of this piece. So 100% hit rate on the season. Steelers are 5th worst in the league in defending that running back position from a receiving standpoint. It's all this guy does is catch the ball, and he's really good with the ball in his hand. So, all right, Kareem Hunt over 15.5 receiving yards at -110 for me. That one's pretty easy and straightforward. Let's go ahead and move to our first Sunday play today. Let's go ahead and do Pierce here of the Houston Texans over 54.5 rushing yards at -120 over at DraftKings. The Bears are allowing 128 yards per game to the running back position on the ground. And an interesting note here with Pierce, he took every single carry last week from the running back room against the Broncos. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Obviously, the running back, you may have a bell cow guy, but you like to spell him every now and then with a backup. That's not what happened last week against the Broncos. My man took every single carry from the running back room. He took it against the Broncos, so he's definitely the guy. Obviously, the Texans like him a lot. He cashed this number last week, going over 54.5 rushing yards. He now gets a Bears team that has been atrocious in defending the run. The Texans are going to want to stay in the game. How are they going to stay in the game? They're obviously going to slow the clock down. In doing so, you like to run the ball, run the clock. They don't have a high-powered offense, right? They got to make these games as short as they can to stay in them and be competitive. That's what they've done in their 2 games this season. They looked pretty damn good in those 2 games. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and back their running back here, Pierce, to have over 54.5 rushing yards at -120 over on DraftKings. Let's jump in those comments section, and then let's go ahead and talk some baseball. We've got our normal baseball bets to get through. I've got several leans for you, and then, of course, we always got rapid fire. Oh, nice. Nice hit there, C-Lane. Love to see it, and congratulations on a nice 4-0 day. 5-0. You guys know what he means when he says 5-0? That sounds like a man that's following me on TikTok and who's streaking to $85,000, so I gave out a pick there on TikTok. It was the same pick. It was the Nerfy, so you guys didn't miss anything, but nice. Congratulations, my man. We're going to get it back today, Ross. I hate that. I remember you commented on the video a couple weeks ago when I had like an amazing week and you said you were on vacation. Timing is a bitch, but we're going to go ahead and run it back for you today, Ross. I got 3 baseball bets and I'm feeling good about it. And nice. Thad hit the Judge, the 60th home run boost. Thad, I saw they put up another boost today to see if he'll hit 61 home runs today. So if you feel like risking it or if you feel like just keeping your money in your pocket, you can't go wrong with that right there. So, all right, cool. Well, yeah, we got plenty of time to talk about the NFL. I'm looking forward to talking about the NFL with you guys, obviously on Friday's show and rolling out all the bets there on Friday. But like it right there. All right, let's go ahead now and get into the MLB. I'll go ahead and throw up the 3 bets. We'll talk about these 3 bets, and then, of course, we'll go ahead. I've got several leans for you guys, and then, of course, we'll obviously get into rapid fire as well. We're going to go ahead and look at this Twins F5 team total over 2.5 runs at plus 125 right here. Let's talk about the Twins seeing Daniel Lynch. They've already seen Daniel Lynch 5 times this season, and this bet is cashed in 3 of the 5 times. The Twins just saw Lynch on September 15th, and they got a cash. So just saw him 5 days ago, got a cash. Going to go ahead and see him again. You guys know that's a pretty big system of mine in terms of baseball plays. Lynch is just bad. 5.15 ERA, a 1.59 whip. Opponent's batting average of 291. I mean, there's a reason why this is cashed in 3 of the 5 games. It's cashed in a lot of his game logs. With those numbers, they're going to catch up to you more times than not. And obviously, it has, especially when he's been going up against his Twins team. Now, the last element we like to look for is, are you smoking or are you hot versus left-handed pitching in this case? Twins aren't hot. They're hitting 244, they're slugging 456, and their OPS is 751. But why I like this is, A, the hit rate against Daniel Lynch, the familiarity with Daniel Lynch. We just saw Daniel Lynch 5 days ago and we got a cash. And I look at these numbers, obviously, every day. You guys know that. And I'm big on what have you done the last 10 days. While the numbers aren't sexy for the Twins versus left-handed pitching, for a guy that looks at the numbers every single day, the Twins are coming up. So you may not be catching them smoking left-handed pitching right now on a full 10-day sample size, but as you chop off one day at a time and you keep moving the 10 days over and over, the Twins are improving. So I love that we're catching the Twins on an upswing with a pitcher that they're familiar with. Gotten 3 cashes so far this season against them. Going right back to it, Twins F5 team total, over 2.5 runs at plus 125. If you guys didn't think I was running back that nerfy in Tigers and Orioles, you ain't been paying enough attention to me for however long you've been following me. You guys know I love running back good bets regardless of a good result, bad result. Well, that's obviously a good bet, right? We've betted the first 2 games of the series. Why the hell we not bet it again today? You get Manning and Jordan Lyles on the mound today. Jordan Lyles has been outstanding at home. He's got some bad first inning numbers, but he's been absolutely outstanding at home, and this is obviously being played in Baltimore today. And Manning's a guy we know. We've taken him a few times this season on Nerfy and been rewarded every time. He's got some good first inning numbers, 3 runs and 11 starts. So you guys probably knew that play was coming. That one's probably not too much a shocker. Again, if you've been following me, even if it's just this one baseball season you've been following me, you kind of know my behavior in terms of gambling and betting on baseball. So you knew that bet was coming. Then let's talk about Dane Dunning there, the Texas Rangers. Over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 124. Look, let's just first, before I give you guys the stats, talk about something that the Squirrel talks about. Maybe if you don't have time to, Google stats versus left-handed pitching or stats versus right-handed pitching or bullpen, maybe you just ain't got time for any of that. Squirrel has said, you know what, use the sports books as one of your tool. Well, this number is over 4.5 Ks at minus 124. You go hop on DraftKings, it's minus 155. You go hop on Caesars, it's minus 160. You go hop on FanDuel, it's over 5.5 strikeouts. They've already had enough bets over there to bump it up from 4.5 to 5.5. So just look at the sports books. Let you know we're on the right side because the money keeps going up, because the juice keeps going up. And even look at what FanDuel did. They changed the number from 4.5 to 5.5. So I feel really good about this bet just from comparing it to other sports books. Now, let's see how Dunning has performed against these Angels. He's already seen them in 4 starts this season, cashed in 3 of those 4 starts. His one miss was on the hook, so we were right there. Even cashed against the Angels in consecutive starts. That's right, he had 2 starts in a row where he went against the Angels at both times. He got 6 strikeouts and 8 strikeouts. You guys know how I love hitter familiarity. You guys know how I love fading that trend. And for him to come back stronger 5 days later and strike out 2 more Angels says a whole hell of a lot to me. So love that right there. It's cash in 16 of his 28 starts overall. He's had 6 misses on the hook. And then the last piece that we love, all season long the Angels have been terrible at striking out. Well, they're still terrible in this current 10-day setting. They're striking now 31.4%. We kind of look for like 26 and above if we're going to take a guy to go over a strikeout prop. Kind of like 26 would kind of like be the floor of what I look for. Angels are at 31.4. They've been upper 20s, 30s a lot of this season. And again, they're at 31.4%. So we'll go ahead and run with Dane Dunning. They're the Texas Rangers to have over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 124 with Bet Rivers. Let's talk about some other props. And then, of course, we'll get to rapid fire. 3 more pitching props to go ahead and get in front of you guys if you're fancy to go ahead and bet them. Let's look at Espino. I want to talk about this one just because it could be, I don't even want to use the word free money. It could just be easy. Let's call it easy money. How about that? Espino here of the Nationals, over-under strikeouts is at 3.5. I like the under. Why do I like it? Yesterday, the Nationals manager said that today was going to be a bullpen day. Well, Patrick Corbin went only through 12 pitches yesterday, and they burned 4 pieces of that bullpen and a couple long reliever there, guys. That's why I didn't bet this today, because if it's a bullpen day, there's no way he's going to go over 3.5 strikeouts. Hell, you have to go, like, you have to get 4 strikeouts of the 6 batters, because you're probably going to go 2 innings. I'm just a touch nervous that no longer today is going to be a bullpen guy, and they're going to ask him to go longer than what maybe the original plan was. So that's why I held off on that one. But from everything else, I like it. Braves aren't a high strikeout team, so I like him to stay under 3.5 Ks. What about James Caprillion? They're of the Oakland A's. Does have over 16.5 outs. I really like this one to have over 16.5 outs. You guys remember during Rapid Fire, Mariners Athletics, I gave you guys the under. Yeah, the reason I would like this prop today of going over 16.5 outs is the Mariners are terrible right now. Only hitting 205 versus right-handers, only slugging 488 with a 782 OPS with a pretty high strikeout rate at 26.3. So at least a number that we look for in terms of the floor. They're above the floor. So I like James Caprillion to go over 16.5 outs. I also like Jordan Lyles to go over 16.5 outs. We know the Tigers have not hit right-handers all season long. They're not hitting right-handers right now. A 206 batting average, striking out 26.4%, 349 slugging, so bringing no power to the plate versus right-handed pitching. So I like Jordan Lyles of the Baltimore Orioles to go over 16.5 outs. Let's talk some hitting props. What about Bryce Harper? He's only 8 for 15 up against Kevin Gausman, so you love those numbers. You also love the righty on lefty matchup. So I think Bryce Harper is a great guy today to go ahead and do a hits parlay. I also think Xander Bogaerts there of the Boston Red Sox is another guy. He's 5 for 10 against Anderson in his career. And then Carlos Correa. Again, you get another top-of-the-order guy in Carlos Correa. You get the lefty versus righty matchup that you like, and he's 8 for 18 in his career against Daniel Lynch. So those are 3 guys I would look forward to maybe do some damage with the stick today. Let's keep going here with the payoff pitch theme, because that's what we're doing here. Best money line parlay today. The best money line parlay today, we call this double play over on payoff pitch. It's the Yankees and Orioles at plus 114. Like the Yankees, there's a touch concern. The reason I didn't bet this is just because Luis Severino is coming back off the injury due to the shoulder injury, but we know when these guys come back, they're healthy, right? We talked about this actually last week with Max Scherzer. When he went up against Corbin Burns, he was coming off the DL, but these guys, when they come back, they're ready to go. So expect Severino to be the guy that he is. And really like the Orioles at home. Again, Jordan Lyles is a better pitcher at home. Can't see them getting swept against the Tigers. I can't see that. So I think Yankees-Orioles is your best money line parlay today. And the best underdog today, I'm going right back to the Cubs. I'm going right back to the Cubs today. The reason they didn't make my card today is because I think it's another 50-50 matchup. Remember how we talked about yesterday, the hitting was basically bang on yesterday. Bullpen is where we got our advantage, and we hope we could win the game, which is where we won the game. Starters, no real advantage yesterday, no real advantage today. Hitting is generally bang on. But today they priced it at, it's a coin flip at plus 105. Yesterday, I thought it was a coin flip with a slight advantage to the bullpen, but they didn't price it at a coin flip. They gave it to us at plus 135. Well, you got to take that because it was a coin flip game, kind of, even not. I think you had the advantages because of the bullpen. So, all right, I just think the Cubs today, plus 105, that's going to be your best dog today. Let's go ahead and get in the comment section. I'm going to reveal one more bet for you guys. I turned in some DraftKings crowns today. I encourage you guys to go into your DraftKings account and get some of those crowns into real money. Ride that free roll with me. Jordan Lyles over his strikeout or over his outs prop. Caprillion over his outs. And then I'm doing Harper and Correa. Of those 2 guys, I like Harper and Correa more. Top of the order guys. You get that left versus righty matchup. I like everything about that. So that's how we'll do it there. Let's jump in the comment section, and then let's come back here and catch a rapid fire for you guys. Yeah, That's another good one. San Francisco over Denver. I look forward to uploading a video today where we can win $100,000 on the NBC Sports Predictor app, because that is Sunday Night Football. That video will be coming out today. Kittle may be playing. I hear you right there. Nice. You hit that too, Brian. So Thad wasn't alone. Brian even hit the Aaron Judge hit his 60th home run. How about that comeback yesterday? I was telling guys yesterday on TikTok Live, just do a Brave Yankees parlay. Like, guys were asking about run lines. Like, if you're doing parlays, just knock the run line off. Like, it's just shit's hard enough. Now you're trying to predict like 2 outcomes in one bet. Just lose the run line is what I kept telling people on TikTok Live. Well, it's a damn good thing. Hopefully people listen to me, because neither one of those teams won the game via the run line. They both won it just on the money line. So yeah, when you start doing parlays, guys, stop getting cute. Stop doing run lines and stuff like that. Love to see it, Brian. Love to see it right there. Love to see it. We can hit this when we get to, or I'll just talk about it right now. The Blue Jays are smoking right-handed pitching, and the Phillies, after yesterday's performance of putting up 11 runs, and again, you move the 10 days over every single day. Now they're right up there in the top 10 hitting. So 2 good offenses right now, smoking right-handed pitching. I understand you get Gausman and Wheeler, so I understand why you like it. To me, I don't like it. Yeah, I saw the Buccaneers sign Cole Beasley right there. All right, let's go ahead and jump into rapid fire here. Let's talk about these games. That's a true statement. You need it around DraftKings. If you've got FanDuel, go get DraftKings, Noah. Go get DraftKings. FanDuel doesn't offer that bet. That is a true statement. But because I know you use FanDuel, I know you have access to DraftKings. Find somebody, do a refer a friend, or don't do a refer a friend. Do something. Come on, man. Go ahead and get DraftKings. All right, guys, let's go ahead and run through these games. Let's talk about every single baseball game today from a money line, run line, and over-under perspective. Let's go ahead and kick it off here with the Nationals and Braves with an over-under of 9. Nationals plus 215, Braves minus 255 with the... I'm going to go under, because the Nationals say they're going to throw a bullpen game, but we don't know if that changed with yesterday's, outcome with Patrick Corbin only throwing 12 pitches. So I'm going to go the under, assuming they're still throwing a bullpen game. So I'll go the under. In terms of a winner, I mean, still going to go with the Braves, but not huge advantages, obviously, with Patrick Corbin not on the mound. But then again, they didn't have Patrick Corbin yesterday because he only threw 12 pitches. So go Braves and go under. And Nationals, Braves, Mets and Brewers, over-under of 8.5. Mets minus 130, Brewers plus 110. I was on the Mets yesterday. The Mets came through for us. Go right back to the Mets today at minus 130. Astros and Rays, Astros minus 130, Rays plus 110 with an over-under of 7. Was on the Astros yesterday at a good plus money cash. So that came through for everybody. McCullers and Kluber, this one screams low scoring for sure with an under 7. Did that under hit yesterday? Because it was under 6. No, under did hit. Or did they win the game 5-0? Did they win that game 5-0? Yeah, so the under did hit yesterday. I'm going right back to the under again today from a bullpen perspective. There's a reason why I was on the under yesterday. So I'll go right back to the under today with the Astros winning again today. Cubs and Marlins, over-under of 6.5. Cubs plus 105. Marlins minus 125. Nailed this game yesterday. Said the under, said Cubs. I'll go right back to the same thing again today. I'll say the Cubs and I'll say the under as well. Red Sox and Reds, over-under of 10.5. Wow, that is an absurdly high over-under. Red Sox minus 165, Reds at plus 140. I'll take the under. I mean, this ain't no Coors Field or anything, so I'm not sure why right there. And the Red Sox were crushing left-handed pitching. That's why we were able to take the Red Sox on the money line yesterday, because the Reds were throwing a left-hander. And Lodolo, I believe Chase Anderson's a right-hander, if I recall. I didn't totally research this game. Yeah, he's a right-hander. Yeah, take the under. Oh, that's the guy that used to be on the Tigers last season. Yeah, take the under 10.5. The Red Sox aren't crushing right-handers like they're crushing left-handers. In terms of a winner, Connor Siebold, I don't know, just take the under. Just take the under. That was tough to try and pick a winner between that one. Blue Jays and Phillies, over-under of 8.5. Blue Jays minus 105, Phillies minus 115. I'm still going to take the Blue Jays today. Now, the Phillies, after an 11-run, I certainly closed the gap. But that being said, the Blue Jays put up 18 runs, so they still remain top dog versus right-handed pitching. Gausman, Wheeler. Okay, Wheeler's probably a touch better than Gausman, but both of these guys are more than fully capable. I'll take the Blue Jays at minus 105 again today, and I'll take the over of 8.5 runs. Pirates and Yankees with an over-under of 8. Pirates plus 235, Yankees minus 280. Boy, the Pirates hanging in that game yesterday. Hell, had the lead in the 9th inning. They were there. Not when I was on TikTok Live yesterday and people were asking me questions. I could not make a case yesterday with a left-hander on the mound that the Pirates could win that game. Give the Pirates credit. I'm taking the Yankees, though, today with Luis Severino. Let's not overthink it, fellas. Yankees are just, you just kind of feel it yesterday. You know what I mean? The home runs, the multiple home runs, the stand grand slam. When you kind of have that around a team, it does carry over from day to day. So Yankees are a good money line piece today. Tigers and Orioles with an over/under of 8.5. Tigers plus 140. Orioles minus 165. Mentioned, I wish the Orioles were a better price, but it's at minus 165. That's why I did put it on the card. I like the Orioles today with Jordan Lyle, so I think they're a great parlay piece, and I'm just going to stick with the under. Matt Manning's been good. His last 5 starts, he's actually been really stinking good. Jordan Lyles is good at home, so I'll take under 8.5 between Tigers and Orioles. Angels and Rangers, over/under of 8.5. Got this game right yesterday because I was on the Angels. Angels are dogs today at plus 125, taking on the Rangers at minus 145. I don't know why the Angels are dogs today. I don't know why the Angels are dogs today. This is another. Give me the Angels. I don't know why they flip flop today, and all of a sudden because Dane Dunning's on the mound, the Rangers are favored. The guy throws strikeouts. He throws a lot of walks, and other than that, you can hit him. And you can hit him hard. So I'll take the Angels today at plus money. Guardians and White Sox. This was another game yesterday on TikTok Live. You gotta see how many people were on the White Sox yesterday just because Dylan Cease. Like, we're just closing our eyes and ignoring the hitting stats and ignoring the bullpen stats. We just see Dylan Cease and we just go, give me the White Sox. That was another mountain I was on yesterday on TikTok, just trying to get people off the White Sox and trying to get people on the Guardians at plus 145. Hopefully I was successful as the Guardians won that game. Why would we not like the Guardians again today? You're getting the hitting advantages. You're getting the bullpen advantages. Starter. Both these teams know it, right? The White Sox know McKenzie. Hell, the Guardians know Lance Lynn, so no advantage from a starter. So I'll take the other advantages, and I'll take the Guardians at plus 120. Twins and Royals. This is one I missed yesterday. I was on the Twins yesterday. They did not get it done with an over/under of 7.5 today. Twins minus 140. Royals plus 120. Obviously, I like the Twins today. I like the Twins so much today that I even bet the Twins. So it's an F5 team total. So give me the Twins at minus 140. Giants and Rockies with an over/under of 9.5. Giants minus 135. Rockies plus 115. I was on the under yesterday of 11.5. Did that hit? The game ended 6-3. Yeah, I would be on the under again today. And I know it's Marquez. I know it's Logan Webb. I know it's Denver. But, hold on a second. They've lowered the under to 9.5. I was assuming another double-digit under. I will take Giants or Rockies. Let me hold on. Let me just get a quick refresher of the brain of the numbers here. Hold on 1 second. Man, those numbers are pretty effing tight. Even the strikeout percentage is both 28.6. There's not a lot of separation, so I'll take the Rockies at plus money. Hold your nose on any bullpen that involves the Rockies, but I'll take the Rockies at plus money. Cardinals and Padres with an over/under of 7.5. Cardinals plus 115. Padres minus 135. The Cardinals just keep struggling. Seems like we've been saying that this entire month of September. Every time I look up the stats, whether it's right-handed pitching or left-handed pitching, the Cardinals are just at the bottom. In fact, they're at the bottom right now versus right-handers. They're only hitting 199. Obviously, there's a left-hander on the mound today. They're only hitting 182 versus left-handers. I'm just going to take the Padres. This is depressing because the Cardinals have been a great team to us. Hell, that was our first and only 5-unit play winner that we've had here on this show. We love backing the Cardinals, but they've been bad this month of September, so I'll take the Padres, minus 135. Mariners and Athletics, over/under of 7. Mariners minus 210, Athletics plus 180. I'm taking the under again today. It was on the under yesterday. The under cash. I think I was on the under in the Mariners money line, the under cash, but the Mariners money line did not. There's a reason why we liked James Caprillion to go over 16.5 outs. That Mariners offense is struggling. I know Robbie Ray's on the mound. I'm taking the Athletics, though. But I really like the under. Under is what I really like in that game. Then the last game is Diamondbacks-Dodgers, over/under of 8.5. Diamondbacks plus 250. Dodgers minus 300. Bumgarner's on the mound. Look, I wanted to bet the Dodgers F5 team total, but it was at minus 155 on the juice. So, it was above my minus 150 cutoff, and it was just above my cutoff. But I like everything about the Dodgers against Madison Bumgarner. And again, they priced that at minus 155. The books are expecting the Dodgers to crush. So, that makes a lot of sense. So that's how we'll do it right there. All right, cool. See if we got any more comments. We do not have any more comments. All right, cool, guys. Let's back up a nice 4-0 day yesterday. You guys can see the bets right there. We're really just focused on the bottom 3 today. It's Twins F5 team total over 2.5 runs. It's the Nerfy there in Tigers versus Orioles. And then it's Dane Dunning there of the Texas Rangers to have over 4.5 strikeouts is how we'll do it today. Let's see if we can't pull off another sweep and call Wednesday a Wednesday. All right, guys. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys a little bit later on.